It's Wednesday, May 2nd. The location is Enid, Oklahoma, where SWAT teams are checking their equipment, talking strategy with teammates, and figuring out how their team is going to take home the grand prize at the 8th annual Oklahoma SWAT competition.
Today you've got SWAT teams from across the state of Oklahoma who have come here to Enid today to compete in the various number of events to help hone their skills and get them ready for the tense and uncertain circumstances that they face when they go on call-outs in their home jurisdictions.
Edmond has 21 members on its SWAT team. Only 10 are allowed to compete in the 5 events. The event is taking place at the Enid Police Department's gun range. On one side of the grounds was the Combat Pistol Course, where SWAT operators had to go through the course and fire at various objects. They are timed and penalized for missing targets.
And you have to run to each different point or carry a heavy object and then engage several targets in certain orders. So you have to be able to shoot, move, and communicate, and that's the way to win a gunfight. What we pride ourselves on as Edmond is being able to shoot and hit what we're aiming at. So that's the number one thing. You don't want to let yourself or your team down by missing a target.
Another event is the Carbine Course, where 2 members work together to move objects and hit long-range and short-range targets.
And during that course of fire, the officers will have to drag heavy objects and they'll have to engage targets from various ranges. And it's really close to what we would be doing in the field. The unknown of how far a target is from you, being able to estimate that and make good sound shots is what we like to do.
The sniper course requires competitors to shoot clay targets positioned at various distances. They move from platform to platform, simulating the types of locations they may actually have to work from when called out. One target position was located 350 yards away. That's over 3 football fields long. Because of recent rains, the ground they had to cross was muddy, creating another obstacle for the snipers.
Good shot.
There was also a bus assault scenario where officers must board a bus where children and a bus driver are taken hostage. Inside the bus are paper targets representing innocent passengers.
What we're doing is we're trying to eliminate any threats on the bus while still rescuing the children.
Because of the close surroundings and working right alongside other SWAT members, simulated pistols that resemble actual sidearms are used in the bus assault event.
It's kind of like a ramped up version of a paintball that allows us to use the actual weapons we would be normally using, but with a much safer round, and that's what we utilize for training and to train close quarters battle.
Finally, there's the demanding obstacle course, which requires 5 total operators. This event is designed to make competitors work as a team and to be physically taxing on them throughout. Some are required to climb fences, drag dummies, move heavy objects, and all must keep a large telephone pole from touching the ground the entire time. The challenges within the obstacle course are not far from those actually experienced in the field.
A lot of times you have to negotiate fences, low walls, or traverse a long area to get to where the objective is. And the things they're doing in the obstacle course are very job specific to what we might do on a call out. Those are some of the same pressures you'll see in a real life call out, so being able to compete with those pressures here makes it easier to do your job when the time comes.
And as each member competes in the events, there is a group of comrades not too far away cheering them on and pushing them to do their best.
When you're out there rooting each other on and you're wanting the best from each one of your operators, I think it's great for the team building and the team aspect, because that's what we do in the field. We're always trying to build each other up and support each other.
For the competition, there are winners for each of the 5 events, and there is an overall winner declared. For this 2012 competition, the Edmond SWAT team took first place on the obstacle course, and they also won the overall competition. Because of the win, they will host the event next year, which will be their 4th time to do so.
And it's good to host it too. The things you learn when you're hosting are the organization and the logistics of putting an event like this together, which goes right back into your work on the street. We'd like to thank the citizens of Edmond. If it wasn't for their support of the police department, we wouldn't have the equipment that we have, we wouldn't have the training that we have, or the facilities to do it. And not only do we want to repay you by winning competitions, but by protecting you, and that's what we're out here learning to do better. And we absolutely could not do it without the citizens, and we're all super happy to work where we are and feel very supported by the public.